happy. I was talking about being happy. I was gonna talk about being happy. I don't think I really got to that part. It's weird. I was looking at some stuff and I realized that they say like a happy person is somebody that doesn't want to leave where they are. It was worded much more eloquently. I can't remember the exact quote. And like I was thinking about that, and it's just like crazy. It's crazy because I'm so used to like wanting things to change. Like I don't like change, but I always want things to change because I don't know. I'm scared of stagnation and comfort. I'm scared of things not being turbulent all the time, I guess. You know? I don't know. I was just thinking about it. I was like, I remember thinking of Face Connect as like, it's gonna sound bad, but I remember thinking of Face Connect as like, this is like something to pad out my resume. This is something that I'll do to get some experience and then I'll move on with my life. But like, not anymore. You know? Like I don't want to move on with my life. That sounds bad. Gotta pick the better way to word that. Like I don't want to go anywhere else, you know? It's weird because like, especially because like I always had like the big dream of getting into like Hololive, right? I would never be able to get into Hololive, but I always had like that dream, right? But now I'm like, well, it would be cool if they offered, but I don't want to leave, you know? I don't know. I'm just so happy where I am. It's just weird. It feels so wrong to admit. It's like it's not natural. It's not natural to want to like just keep doing the same thing, you know? I don't know. Nothing to worry about that. What about getting a job offer or about being happy? It's completely natural. No, that's a good life. Crazy. Home is where the heart is. Yeah. Things aren't always perfect, but I don't know. I can imagine life being different, but I can't imagine the same level of happiness, right? I can imagine it being different, but it's no longer like, oh man, if I like achieved my dream, I would be happy or I would be happier. Now I'm just like, no, I don't. I think I would be less happy actually. I think that would be a measurable downgrade for me personally because not that like it is like an objective downgrade or whatever, but just that like I'm happy where I am, which is weird because like you hold something to such a high standard in your brain and stuff, and you have these like dreams and stuff, and then like for them to change, it's just weird, you know? I don't know. You built a home, you hold on to it now. That's a good way of wording it. Maybe this is like cringe, but like I view Face Connect as more of a family than my real family. Not because I'm so emotionally attached or whatever to every single person in Face Connect, but just that I feel like the way that it operates, you know, even if people don't get along all the time, or even if something happens or whatever, like in general, everyone is incentivized to look out for each other, you know? When one person is doing well, everybody else maybe is not necessarily doing well, but like gains from that person doing well, right? It's like everybody wants to help each other because if you help each other, you're helping yourself as well, you know? Yeah, cooperative interaction, teamwork. So yeah, people at Face Connect have been absolutely wonderful to me, and that's probably a big reason why, even if like I got another job offer or whatever, like which I had a couple years ago, but like my first year in Face Connect, there were, I don't know if this is fine to say, I think I've mentioned it before, but there were some other offers to go elsewhere, and even if those were better off like financially, right? You have mentioned it before? Okay. Even if like those were better offers financially, whatever, I don't think anyone else could really like replicate the feeling that I have here at Face Connect now, you know? They'll shut down after? No. Do any of them exist anymore? Yep. Phase is special? I think so. I know that's cringe. I know that's cringe to say, oh my god, Face Connect is special, it's like a family to me, blah, 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 blah. But it is, you know? Like, I feel better about, like, if somebody in Face Connect does something that I think is, like, a dick move or whatever, like, I feel more inclined to, like, still care about that person and want to help them and still invest like emotional energy into them compared to like real family. I don't know. Maybe that's like fucked up. Maybe I've gotten like too parasocial. But I don't know. Parents are definitely work friends / family. Don't confuse that with the corporate side. Never love corporate overlords. I think as long as you can like acknowledge the business side of things, you know, like people are people, right? And as long as you acknowledge that sometimes people, you know, like in general, people have to like look out for themselves as well, you know? Like the things that are good for you are not necessarily good for other people, and people want to do what's good for them. And it's not usually a malicious thing, right? I think that's fine. I think you can still, right? Like my boss. Okay, my boss. There are things where I could be like, well, you should give me this or that or whatever. But like, it's a business. It's still a business, you know? And I would never like hold that against my boss. unless it got to a certain point, right? Like when it starts to feel like, and that's where you have to like try to just use your best judgment. Where it's like, if Fishman was like, no, you can't go to the dentist, I need you to stream. Like that would be like, that's fucked up. I gotta take care of my health, man. I gotta take care of my fucking health. Like there'll be no more streams if my teeth fall. He's never said that or whatever. That was just an example. But I trust that Fishman would never say anything like that. Or I could see him doing it now. He would not do that. He does say some things that are like, man. But he's a good person. And I genuinely think, for all of his many, many faults, Fishman is a good man. And there's many other wonderful members of staff at Face Connect. And I appreciate them.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.